Hey everyone, Andrew back for another Barista Basics video. I hope that you guys are doing well. As you can tell from today's title, we are back for, I guess you could say, the continuation of my favorite drinks for a certain season. Obviously, last time, the first video was fall. Now, winter is in full swing, so it's time. So, when thinking about what drinks I've been having a lot recently, I also looked back at my fall video just to, before I did this one to see, what drinks I was enjoying then. And the drinks that I still like are pretty similar to the ones in the fall one. So I guess I'm a stickler for old habits. I am a creature of habit, I suppose. But watching that video, there are some slight modifications to those drinks and also a new addition that I need to mention. So there is new information here. I'm not just rehashing old stuff, so please, yeah, stay tuned, I guess. But yeah, so the first drink I want to mention is the new drink to this list, and my personal, like the one that I wait all year round for, and it is the chestnut praline. Oh, the chestnut praline. I could go on for days about it. I literally love the chestnut praline syrup so much. Like I said, I literally wait all year. I wait all year for the holiday season to come around for it to launch because I'm obsessed with it. So this is my go-to drink when I'm wanting, when I need that caffeine boost, when I'm going to work at, 8 in the morning and I need a little pick-me-up. Honestly, I drink it even if I don't need a pick-me-up, to be honest. But so usually for the chestnut praline latte, that there are two kind of variations that I like to get. The first one is just a straight up chestnut praline latte. I usually get both of these in the grande size. Sometimes venti if I'm feeling a little frisky, but usually grande. So I just get like a regular schmegular chestnut praline latte. The grande usually gets 4 pumps in it, but I like to do 6 because I really like the flavor of the chestnut praline. And I like to do either blonde espresso or regular espresso ristretto because usually that's kind of my preference for any drink that I put espresso in. I just like the espresso to be a bit sweeter as well. Again, also, while we're talking about sweet, I should just touch on this in case nobody saw the fall video, but I'm a fiend for some Starbucks sugar. So a lot of these drinks are going to contain gross amounts of sugar. If any of them interest you or sound relatively tasty in some way or another, by all means, please customize it to your heart's delight. You don't have to include all of the sugar that I do, but I live for it. So just wanted to put that out there. But anyways, so either blonde or ristretto, regular espresso. And I use whole milk, and then I don't have any whipped cream on it. I like whipped cream, but for drinks when I'm at work, I'm looking to drink it as fast as possible, usually. So the whipped cream just kind of gets in the way. And of course, I like to add the chestnut praline topping on it. It is so yummy. Honestly, it kind of doesn't taste super, like, nutty to me. It just tastes like sweet kind of crunch, if that makes sense. It's good anyways, so I love to add that on there too. But that's my go-to drink. That's the one that I've been absolutely obsessed with and have been looking forward to all year. Now, there is a slight modification that I make to that drink when I'm feeling extra sugary, when I want a caffeine and sugar high, which is, I just do the same exact thing, but instead of 2 extra pumps of chestnut praline, I do 2 pumps of the Toast Away Mocha, which is another great syrup too. But I like to do this one because it does make it a bit sweeter. It adds a little bit of like a deeper complexity to the flavor, I guess, since it's, pardon me, a combination of, it's not just chestnut praline. And yeah, I'm quite a fan of Starbucks sauces in general, like the thicker sauces, because they just make the drink creamier, especially when you swirl it with the espresso before you add the milk, it just like, it makes a world of difference. So that's also a variation of the chestnut praline latte that I like to make as well. Yeah, so that's the main one, and that's the one that I like am obsessed with and am living for. Probably the next drink that I drink most often is the outrageously stocked up to the brim with sugar pink drink that I mentioned in the fall video. And to reiterate that, well, actually, I have modified it a little bit, so I'll just say what the modified version is. So, I've gotten, this is something I do occasionally, but sometimes I like to add a little bit of vanilla sweet cream cold foam on top of it, with some strawberry puree, like incorporated into the vanilla sweet cream foam, which is so good. It's like, I don't know why, but it's so good, and it's so pretty because it's this like light pink foam on top of this like kind of more vibrant pink of the pink drink. I think it's so gorgeous and super tasty too. But so when I add the foam on there with the strawberry puree, I omit the raspberry syrup that I would usually include in it, and I don't include the vanilla bean powder either. Actually, I just kind of have stopped doing the vanilla bean powder, I've noticed, for this drink, because it's like cool, you know, but the vanilla bean powder doesn't really have any flavor to me. But I kind of added it in there originally just because it, like, I don't know how you would call it. Like, the vanilla bean powder is kind of in suspension in the pink drink. So it kind of has, like, this, I can't say glittery effect. It just looks like there's, like, little particles in it, which sounds kind of gross, but I kind of like that. I like the way it looks anyways. So, aesthetically, we love to see it. But I realized it doesn't really add anything to the drink. If anything, it's just extra sugar that's not necessary. Which is bold, I know, coming from me. But, so, I kind of have omitted the vanilla bean powder in it. But I still do keep the vanilla syrup. So, essentially, it's just the pink drink with a little more strawberry acai than usual, meaning a little less coconut milk than usual, with vanilla syrup, no strawberry pieces, of course, because who needs them? And then I add that vanilla sweet cream foam with the strawberry puree incorporated in it on top. So good. Usually I get that in either the Venti or the Trenta because, like I said, I go crazy for the sugar. But that one's really good too. This iteration I quite like. I've been really on this like cold foam craze. I think it's just because so many people like that come into Starbucks get cold foam on their drinks now that like I think it's like infected me with the need to put cold foam on my drinks, as we'll see with the next drink as well, which is another one that's similar to a drink that I said in my fall video, which is an iced chai with cold foam on top. But this one I've also modified a little bit. So I still do it in the grande size, and I get all my drinks iced, so this is an iced version. But I don't add the cinnamon dolce syrup in with the chai and the milk. Instead, in the vanilla sweet cream foam, I add a pump of the cinnamon dolce syrup in that, and I like to add a little bit of the like the cinnamon dolce sprinkles on it, the little sugar. It is so good. It's honestly really great. Like the last one that I mentioned in the fall video was great because like the pumpkin cold foam just like hits so different with the chai. But this one is a great substitute for that because we don't have pumpkin anymore because fall season, she's done. But this is a great substitute for it. Obviously it doesn't taste exactly like it, but it's still very good. And yeah, that's another one that I have been totally obsessed with. There have been on occasion, I have added a shot of espresso, blonde espresso, into my chai to make it a dirty chai. That's like if I really do need a pick-me-up, you know, and I'm chestnut pralined out for the day. I might add a shot of espresso into that chai drink. And is there another drink that I've been getting a lot recently? Those are like the three main ones. So this chestnut praline is the newest addition, and the two other ones, again, have been favorites of mine, but have modified them a little bit. I think I've maybe had the matcha drink with the whole milk and the vanilla syrup a couple times this season, not super often, not often enough for me to mention it. Well, I guess I have had it often enough to mention it because I just did. So I've had that one, like I said, maybe once or twice. I've made a London fog tea latte a couple times as well, which again, I do cold. I always do cold. I don't know why, but hot drinks just, I don't know. I won't get into it. But yeah, I've made a few London fog tea lattes, which I don't really modify, to be honest. I kind of just like them the way they are, but instead of just the 2% milk, I do whole milk, just because I like kind of the fuller feeling that whole milk gives me personally. But I guess I can explain that one real quick, because, well, I talked about it in a video maybe a couple weeks ago, but basically it's just Earl Grey tea with vanilla syrup and traditionally 2% milk, but like I said, I like to do whole milk in it. And I've had that drink a couple of times this season too. And yeah, that's about it. Those are the drinks that I have been absolutely obsessed with for this winter season. We shall see what drinks future Andrew in springtime is going to like. Honestly, who knows? I honestly really hope that I have a list that has a bit more variety in it, because again, most of these drinks are pretty similar to the ones that I spoke about last time, but you know, they're still on my mind. I still love them, so I gotta give them props, you know? But hopefully for springtime, I'll have something really, really new and interesting. We'll see. Who knows? Only time will tell. But yeah, that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for checking the video out. I hope that you guys are doing well. I hope that you are staying safe and sane, healthy, entertained, and motivated, of course. If you are protesting, I hope you are staying extra, extra, super duper safe and warm. We are still in the midst of winter, so it is still chilly. So please make sure that you're staying nice and warm and not getting hypothermia or frostbite or anything. And yeah, that's about it for me. I will see you guys next week for another video. And until then, I hope you guys take care. See you soon. Bye-bye.